Imagine this, it's 1966. You're young. You've got a paycheck and a dream. You walk into a Chevrolet dealership and see it, the Camaro. Long hood, mean face, aggressive lines. You sit in that driver's seat, and something clicks. This isn't just a car. This is freedom. This is power. This is you. This is why the Camaro became a legend. 10. The perfect moment. Ford had the Mustang since 1964. It was the king. But Chevy was patient. They were watching. By 1966, something shifted in America. Young people didn't want cute anymore. They wanted raw. They wanted dangerous. They wanted muscle. Ford's Mustang was approachable, a car for everyone. But the Camaro? The Camaro was different. It arrived exactly when America was ready to move beyond the pony car and into genuine muscle car territory. Chevy didn't just enter the market. They entered at the right moment with the right attitude, and America responded like they'd been waiting for this car their whole lives. 9. Design that intimidated. The Mustang looked friendly, inviting. You could imagine cruising to a diner in one. The Camaro? Even standing still, it looked like it wanted to fight. Long, aggressive hood. Sharp, angular lines. Eyes that glared. Muscular haunches. The design wasn't just attractive, it was threatening. Every curve said power. Every angle said danger. This wasn't a car you drove to a party. This was a car you arrived in as an event. The design language was so strong that you could spot a Camaro from a mile away. That visual identity became part of its legend. 8. Engines that roared. Want economy? Take the inline-6. Want real power? The 327 cubic inch V8 was waiting. Want more? The 350 was there. But if you were serious, if you really wanted to announce yourself, there was the 396 big block making 375 horsepower. That wasn't theoretical power. That was real, visceral, earth-shaking horsepower. You felt it in your chest when you hit the accelerator. You heard it in the exhaust note. You saw it in the faces of people you passed. Chevrolet gave buyers choice, and more importantly, gave them permission to be dangerous. That combination was irresistible. 7. A price tag that made sense. Here's what nobody expected, under $2,400. A brand new, factory-built muscle car for less than $2,500. Think about that. A kid working at a gas station could save up and own this. A young couple could pool their savings and drive away in a Camaro. A factory worker could walk onto a lot and actually afford a car that could outrun almost anything. Chevrolet didn't reserve muscle cars for the wealthy. They democratized the dream. That accessibility changed the game entirely. Suddenly, the Camaro wasn't a luxury. It was attainable. And that's why it became America's car. 6. Chevy's good name. Chevrolet wasn't some unknown upstart. Your grandfather owned a Chevy truck. Your mom drove a Chevy sedan. You grew up trusting the Chevy name. It meant reliability. It meant American. It meant quality. But in the 60s, Chevrolet was also proving itself in performance. The Corvette had shown the world what Chevy could do. Now the Camaro would cement it. You weren't just buying a muscle car. You were buying a muscle car from a company you already trusted. That combination of reliability and raw power was deadly. Dealers couldn't keep them on the lot. 5. The track proved it. Words are cheap. Wins are permanent. Chevrolet took the Camaro to the track, and it dominated. SCCA racing? The Camaro was winning. Drag strips? The Camaro was fastest. Professional drivers were choosing it. And those victories made their way back to the streets. Every kid at the stoplight knew the Camaro had been battle-tested by real racers. Every owner could point to real wins, real trophies, real proof. This wasn't marketing hype. This was validation. The Camaro didn't just look fast. It was fast. And everyone knew it. 4. Make it yours. The 60s were the age of personalization. You didn't just buy a car, you made it into your statement. The Camaro's design allowed for that. Racing stripes from the factory. Multiple wheel options, different hood designs, color combinations that ranged from conservative to wild. You could buy a stock Camaro, or you could customize it into something uniquely yours. That flexibility appealed to the spirit of the era. Every Camaro could be different. Every owner could express themselves. That mattered more than people realize. It wasn't just transportation. It was identity. 3. IT matched the moment. 1966, rock and roll was ascendant. Youth culture was redefining America. The space race was on. Civil rights were transforming society. This was an age of boldness, of rebellion. of refusing to apologize. The Camaro embodied all of that. It was loud, it was aggressive, it demanded attention. Young Americans saw themselves in it. They saw their generation reflected in its lines. The Camaro wasn't just a car, it was a symbol. It was a statement. And that cultural alignment made it unstoppable. 2. Everyone followed. When you win, your competitors panic. The Mustang was losing ground. Other manufacturers scrambled to respond. The Dodge Challenger came. The Plymouth Barracuda arrived. The Pontiac Firebird launched. They all came because the Camaro had proven something crucial. The market was real. The hunger was genuine, and the Camaro had captured it first. But arriving second matters less than arriving first in best. Chevrolet's early dominance created momentum that couldn't be stopped. The Camaro didn't just succeed, it forced an entire industry to elevate. 1. It actually delivered. In the end, the Camaro succeeded because it did what it promised. It was fast, genuinely fast. It looked incredible, drop dead, stop you in your tracks incredible. It was affordable, actually affordable for regular Americans. It could be raced, it could be customized, it could be loved, it could be driven hard on weekends or driven gently to work. It was a car for everyone and a car for no one else. Years later, decades later, it would still be in production. Generations of Americans would grow up dreaming of owning one. The Camaro didn't just succeed in the 60s, it became immortal. And that's why, even now, people still remember that feeling walking onto a lot, seeing a Camaro, and knowing their life just changed. The Chevrolet Camaro didn't conquer America with one thing, it conquered with everything, and that's a legend that never dies.